Hey, how's it going, guys, and welcome to Wolf Nation. My name is Mo, and today I'm gonna watch Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, episode 36. So last time, guys, on Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. Yeah, last episode, they managed to get rid of Sloth, or at least freeze him outside of the base with tank or fuel tank. So that was a good move on Olivia's end, and they were also investigating the tunnel, and they found out that, you know, all major incidents regarding bloodshed is sort of forming like a transmutation circle around the country, and I believe like the last place left is Briggs. And General Raven, he made his way to Briggs, and Edward asked Olivia if she would, you know, con some information out of him, and so far it looks like it's going good. So let's dive into it and see what's going on. Here we go.
Swell, Linemeyer,
Gianni,
Collins, Tony, Willard, Ripley.
What's he doing? I'm trying to write down all these names, but I can't.
Forgive me, but I have to use you.
To use you. Oh. What the fuck? It's you.
Hug them, you know. They are your sons.
I don't want the monster to spread.
Please. If it could spread that way, don't you think I would have caught it a long time ago?
So, Monster,
Since I got this
she
body,
seems to know
I've
about
seen
it.
a lot of death, but I always tried to think about it as part of the flow of the larger world.
Got this
That made it
body.
easier somehow. And each time I encountered something new and wondrous, it seemed right that I'd accepted this body and kept on living. For a long time, that was enough. But then, I met you, and together we created two sons. Now it's different. I don't get any older. My sons age and grow before my eyes.
So he is a
Suddenly
Hemoclus?
I'm terrified. I'm realizing that I really am a monster.
Baby L.
Here, you hold Ed, all right?
Sure.
Okay, we're ready. You can go ahead.
This isn't good.
Okay, look right here. And hold still, please.
What you don't see, dear, is that someday I'm going to be a wrinkled old monster myself. So today, we're going to take this picture, and I'll be able to remember us all together, smiling. No matter what, we're always a family. So even if you're scared, don't try distancing yourself from us. And one other thing, too. Stop calling yourself a monster. It's not true.
Say cheese, everyone.
Sounds like a great woman.
He's taking it. Smile, dear.
Student smile, but oh, no wonder he wanted the picture. Huh.
My plan was to take this body, and in doing so, to extend my life. But things are different now.
Take this body and extend my life.
I want to be with Trisha and the boys. Grow old and die with them. There, that ought to do it.
Ooh.
What were you doing?
Fixing the swing.
When did you get so handy?
I haven't ever been able to do much for the boys, but I can at least do this. Trisha,
At least we know now he cares.
wait here for me.
Okay.
So was he leaving so he can
Tell
find
the
a way,
children I don't want them to know about my body.
Right.
a way that he
You don't want me to
can,
wake
you know,
them?
age?
I can't bear to look at their faces.
Silly man. It's okay for you to cry.
So I guess he was trying to keep a straight face just so he wouldn't feel sad. Damn. Well, I misjudged him. There's still a lot of questions that need answers. At least we know he cares about them. So this is when he went back and got the picture. Oh shit, don't tell me a homunculus is there to take them out.
Fan out!
Probably envy or gluttony. What the fuck? What the hell is that? Is that somehow a new lust? Does it look like a spear? I don't know. Can't be lust. What the hell is it?
Never dying or getting old.
Okay, personal space.
What I want is to kill you!
Oh, it's just such an incredible question. I don't know what to say.
Well, are you interested or not? There are only two answers.
If she has to say yes.
It is intriguing. Can you tell me, General, on the day when this dream comes true, will my men share in this gift as well? Or is it only for me?
I can tell you when the time comes.
Does that mean there are no guarantees until then? If I buy into this, I'll be forced to facilitate whatever dirty plans he has for Briggs. And if I refuse, I'll just be swapped out for some other pawn.
Exactly.
Probably demoted. So, do I accept his offer?
I guess it's best to accept and play the game too.
Excuse me.
Oh,
Yes, what is it?
I'm sorry to disturb you, but the underground tunnel advance team...
What's this about an underground tunnel?
Speak, soldier.
Yes, sir. Something's happened to the advance team.
Very well. I'll be right there.
Miss Horse returned. He came back with what we assume was his arm.
Just his arm. Where's the rest?
It's still missing, sir. And his horse can't lead us back. It's too terrifying
Was that
to be of any use.
perhaps pride?
Henschel, get a rescue party.
I'm afraid you can't do that, General Armstrong. That tunnel is too dangerous. What have you done with the immortal monster you were telling me about earlier?
This guy's gonna fuck up
Put him
everything.
back and seal the tunnel's entrance, General.
But there are still
I
men.
am speaking to the General. I am General Raven from Central. I've heard a great deal about you from His Excellency.
Hello.
It appears you've been good boys and kept your mouths shut.
That was the agreement.
You don't seem happy.
Oh no, I'm absolutely thrilled. Who wouldn't love to have their friends taken hostage?
Do you think you could release us from this cell soon? The deal was, if we didn't mess with you, you would let us continue our journey.
There's no need to worry. I'll let you out of here soon.
That tunnel. Is it part of whatever you're planning to? If they find out...
Again, you don't need to worry. I've already spoken with the General. She's going to put the homunculus back underground and seal up the tunnel's opening. General Armstrong's on our side now, Fullmetal.
At least he's buying it.
General, aren't we going to go in and search for the missing team?
Quiet, Henschel.
We can't just abandon them down there. They still may need our help.
I said be quiet!
Shit.
Well, good morning, Sloth. Did you have a good rest?
He's not even trying to hide.
I'm still sleepy.
You'd best wake up. There's still a lot of work to be done here. Pride explained it to you now, didn't he?
Right.
Yes.
Right.
What a pain. Oh well. I have no choice. Such a pain.
Why does he have no choice though?
Forget. Why is it a pain again? Too much of a pain to remember.
Jesus, Sloth. You're depressing.
Mr. Scar! Mr. Yogi!
Did you find the research notes?
Yeah, they're right
Why did Marco look happy to see
We
him?
need to relocate.
The brig soldiers know where we are. Move.
I wonder if there's anyone actually still alive down there.
You see, General? We are the chosen ones, and we will receive immortal, near-godly bodies. We'll rule the entire world. The name was Smith, wasn't it? There was nothing we could have done to save them.
Those who aren't chosen, will they be sacrificed for those who are?
Yes, the survival of the fittest. The weak will become the foundation of the country, and the strong will take their rightful place on top.
Should we become the foundation?
Indeed, they were part of the plan.
There's no need.
What's that?
Oh. I did not see that coming.
Which arm did Smith lose in the tunnel? The left or right?
Wait, what are you...
Growing old is truly terrifying.
He's not a homunculus
you would
yet,
know,
right?
General. Before you became so afraid of your own mortality, I'm sure long ago you had an earnest love for your country.
You can't! You were going to be one of the chosen ones! You would have been one of us!
I don't need a new seat from you. You're going to
Damn.
lose the one your moldy ass has clung to for too long. Right about now, Raven! You old traitor!
Damn.
But immortality
They're all happy.
was right before our eyes!
General, you are among the weak who will become the foundation for this country, literally.
I was going to be immortal.
Now that that's done, get in touch with Major Miles.
Sir.
I want that concrete nice and level.
Right!
Damn, girl.
You're not a fan of me, are you, Major? Is it because I was a state alchemist, one of the ones who served in the Ishvalan War of Extermination? What information can I give you to make you happier? Do you want to know about the war, about how your countrymen died in it?
Shut your mouth, Kimley.
What, you don't want me to tell you?
I said to shut up!
Can Miles even take him
Major, may
down?
I have a moment with you? I have a message for you from the General.
They can't tell Kimberly,
This is
so...
operation complete. No need to buy more time.
Oh,
Roger
so
that.
that's what he was doing.
I'm just glad I'm not stuck talking to that guy anymore. Apparently nobody can find General Raven. Do you have any idea where he might have gone off to?
The General's missing?
Seems like it. This is a fort, but that doesn't mean it's safe enough for an outsider to be wandering around. If anything happens to the General...
I, for one, would welcome it. If anything bad should happen to General Raven, then I have permission to act in whatever way that I see fit. That decision came down from the Führer himself.
God damn
Now,
it.
perhaps you could provide me with a car to drive me down the mountain.
We have to search for Smith and the others before we seal it.
Fullmetal saw this coming, so he made us this secret passage into the tunnel.
Good job, Edward. What do you want, asshole?
Afternoon, boys. I was hoping that I might have a word with the Fullmetal Alchemist. Oh, don't tell me that you have some reason to dislike me, too. You should be grateful I brought a visitor with me to see you. A visitor?
You son of a bitch.
Why did you come here?
Why? Why do you think? You have to adjust your automail for the north, don't you? And just what are you doing in that cell?
We didn't
What
ask
do you
to
want,
come
Kimberly?
here.
What's with you? I was worried about you, idiot! Someone from the military contacted me, so I
Military? Don't be so hard on her, you two. The Führer was concerned about you. He wanted to make sure you were taken care of.
Fuck you guys.
It was really nice seeing you.
Nice. That's not much to go on. A bouquet of flowers might help you next time.
Yeah, I'm better off without her. But thanks anyway.
When one woman leaves you, another may find you.
What the hell are
I have
you?
a message for you from Olivier Mira Armstrong. Colonel
Okay.
Roy Mustang, right?
Interesting that she's reaching
I'll
out
take
to
every
him.
flower you have in that cart.
So guys, that was Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, episode 36. So what the hell was in that tunnel? Because at a moment there, I was like, could it be Lust reborn, because we saw Greed being reborn and seeing like sort of looked like her spear that, you know, comes out of her fingers. So I was like, is it Lust? But then it had like 3 or 2 or whatever eyes, and it was like a shadow. And the only thing I could think of is maybe it's Lust and and she has a different form, or maybe it's just Pride, because we haven't seen Pride yet, and we don't know what kind of form Pride has, so it could be. I don't know, but shit, that looks scary and powerful. General Armstrong, she was able to convince General Raven, that she was interested and she wanted to learn more about becoming immortal. So he was pretty much spilling the beans and being a pervert, touching her everywhere, and she was, you know, listening and biting her tongue and trying not to lose her head. I actually thought that she might have to go, you know, one extra step and, you know, become maybe a homunculus. And when she was like sealing off the tunnel, I was like, they're probably dead anyways, so I guess this is what she has to do. But nope, she got like whatever information that she wanted and then took him out, buried him alive. Damn. So Edward, he knew that this was going to happen, so major props to him, and he built an extra, you know, entrance to the underground. So they're gonna go ahead and investigate and see if there's any survivors. But now we have Kimberly, who's saying that, you know, now that the general is missing, that he's pretty much next in line. You know, he has, you know, the command coming from the Fuhrer himself. So I'm sure that's gonna be a problem now. I wish they could just take care of him too, but that's easier said than done. And for some reason, I'm not sure if he's the one who brought Winry to the base, or was it the Fuhrer? Because he said the Fuhrer was worried about GIs. That could be just him talking, or it could be the Fuhrer actually sent Winry because he found out that they were at Briggs. So she's there, which isn't good, because that means, you know, she's could be in danger at any moment. But at least she can help Edward with his automail. That's the only good thing about it. But I don't know, did they just bring her so it could be a reminder to Edward and Al to, you know, back off, or is there something else? And I almost forgot about the beginning of the episode because so much shit happened in this one. So I now see Hohenheim in a different light, because we know for sure that he actually did care, or does care, about his kids. Still a couple things, or still a lot of things that I don't understand about him is like, is he a homunculus? He said, I got this body. So was Hohenheim initially a human being and then it got, I don't know, possessed? Not possessed, but similar to like what happened to the Fuhrer, and now he's a homunculus? Or was he like straight up homunculus? Or I'm not sure, but maybe he's not even a homunculus, because he looked, it was different. Like when he, I don't know what he was doing, he was saying, I'm sorry, I have to use, and then he started naming off names, and then he like I don't know, pierced his chest with his hands, and sort of blood came out, and then it was like little snakes, and then it evaporated. I don't know. I don't think that's what happens with homunculus, so I'm guessing he's something else. But it was definitely interesting seeing him in that different light, and like that moment where they took that picture. Shit. Like him with his wife saying that, you know, you're not a monster. I'll be a monster when I grow old, and you'll still be young. And like him sharing that moment with her and seeing his kids and holding Edward, you know, that brought tears to his eyes. And then he was like, I have to leave. I'm not sure he said exactly why, but pretty sure he wants to become either human or age like human beings, because he doesn't want to watch his family grow old and him still being young. But she had no problems with it. She understood and she accepted that he needs to do what he needs to do. And the reason he had that stern face when he was leaving the kids is he didn't actually want to look at them, because he felt like he was just gonna start crying or be sad, and that's sort of what happened. So, and he said something like, "I hate you," and he was like talking to himself. So I'm wondering if he was like referring to Father or someone else. Father knows him, so I'm guessing Father. But yeah, it's definitely interesting to learn that about him. Things I'm wondering, like, we know that he cared about, you know, his kids, but why wasn't he there? I understand that he was looking for a way to either be human or reverse what happened to him or whatever. Why didn't he come back when he found out that his wife died? Why wasn't he at her funeral? Why didn't he look after the kids when she died? And well, I don't know, maybe it has something to do with, like he said, I don't want to spread the monster, but like his wife said, that's not possible. If it was, then it would have spread to her. So, don't know. And we had that after credit scene with Roy Mustang trying to get information, and then this lady approaches him and, you know, tells him that she has a message from General Armstrong, which is interesting because in the previous episode we got the sense, or we heard from her, that she doesn't really care about Roy Mustang, and especially since they're competing for the same position. They both want, you know, to become the Fuhrer one day. So I wonder if it's something like, let's work together, you know, take him down, and then we can settle our differences, or what's going on there. Scar, he made his way to May and Dr. Marco, so, and they're gonna be on the move because the Brig soldier found out where they were. So I wonder what's their next step gonna be. But yeah, I'm excited to see what's gonna happen. Also, if you want to see the next episode, you can right now on patreon.com/wolfnation91. And as always, guys, hit me in the comments, let me know what you think. Like and subscribe. Till next time, guys, take it easy.